Okay, everything's starting recording. I did the, wait, do I want mono or stereo on?
Mono, but it doesn't really matter.
Because it's only showing up left.
That's fine.
I've been having a lot of troubles here. I've been doing this for 4 years and I still don't know how to make anything work.
This is why we had 3 test episodes.
Welcome to Don't Be a Ding Dong. We're back with another hot and tasty, fresh and ready, is that what Little Caesars is, episode of Don't Be a Ding Dong with my co-hosts. I'm Quentin and my co-hosts are Andy. Say hi, Andy.
Hi, I'm Andy.
And Ryan. Say hi, Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan. Is there whose tagline is hot and tasty?
That's what Little Caesars is, right?
They're hot and ready. They're also
hot
pizza,
and tasty. Pizza.
Hot and tasty Little Caesars.
They'd sell more pizza that way. I mean, they sell pizzas for like $3 and they're still not like on top of the world in the pizza world.
You make a good point.
So they need something else to get selling a little better.
They don't comment on the taste at all. It's just pizza and it's hot and ready.
Yeah.
I don't need any more than that, but they could get more customers in the door if they mentioned that it was tasty.
Like, this is 37 cents for a whole pizza and it's also tasty. That's selling pizza.
Yeah. Hey, I know one thing. Crazy bread? To me, it's just bread.
I couldn't agree with you more, brother. Okay, so Ryan had a bit. Let's start with you.
Oh, I don't know if it's a bit. Is this okay? So, this is episode 6 of Don't Be a Ding Dong. So that's great. We've been doing this for a little bit now. Mm-hmm. In the last episode, we didn't talk about the launch in as much detail as we probably should have, because getting this show off the ground was a bit of a challenge.
Now, I have to take responsibility for that because I've been holding on to that game forever. And I just kind of dropped it on you guys and then didn't realize it was going to take 40 minutes.
Okay, you're taking responsibility for tanking the previous episode. I'm taking responsibility for botching the entire launch of the show. We launched on 9/11 with 4 episodes. I was doing tweaks.
Don't do a steering wheel motion after that.
Did you just whip it?
I whipped into 9/11. Why not?
Whip the post.
For the audio listeners, yeah.
I said 9/11 and Andy hit a whip like it's 2017.
Or like it's 9/11.
We launched with 4 episodes, and I was doing final tweaks to all of the episodes in the edit up until the night before. The night before launch, that is. So September 10th, I'm still tweaking final edits, and I finished doing those edits by 8 p.m., which is fine. Still got plenty of time before launch. Problem is, I'm in Nashville at the Gaylord Resort Opryland, where the Wi-Fi is absolutely abysmal. We're talking 2 milligrams down if you're lucky. And it was just like, milligrams per second, the internet speed.
Okay.
And it would just randomly disconnect too. So there's no uploads happening at the Gaylord Opryland. I walked down the street to the McDonald's to use their Wi-Fi, which wasn't much better. So what I ended up doing is using my phone hotspot to upload the first video, but I didn't want to drain my entire 15 gigabytes of hotspot and then get charged for it. Speaking of draining, my battery, because by the time I finished editing the episodes at the McDonald's, my laptop is dying, my phone is dying, my work phone is also dying. The episodes are 3 gigabytes each and change, so like I'm gonna run out of hotspot, don't know what to do. Also, the outlets at the McDonald's do not work. I love how they gentrified all the McDonald's. Like,
you didn't bring chargers? No, you did. They just failed.
I was prepped. There's just no electricity publicly available at this McDonald's. Also, they're closing soon. Like, they close at 10. And so I had to transfer the finished video files onto a USB-C SSD, like a portable SSD. That's my work drive.
Yeah.
So that I could plug that into my phone and then upload the videos through the YouTube mobile app on my unlimited data plan without the need to use mobile hotspot. But because I have an Android phone and Quentin is the admin on the Ding Dong account. I have to text him at 10 p.m. to approve the login to the YouTube account, and then just hope that it doesn't somehow hardware lock the podcast account to my phone, because Android just loves to assimilate Google accounts. So
I don't know if anyone else checks that email, but now we get an email about Google Pixels once a week.
Oh, no.
It's not what it is, but it just sends an email. I was like, hey, do you know about Google Pixels? And I just delete them out because I don't know why we're still getting them.
That is great. I took some pictures of the process. So here's me working at the McDonald's in the chat there. So you can see I've already slammed a McDouble value meal. So I'm a paying customer, right? Now, I did bring an extra can of Diet Pepsi from the hotel into the McDonald's and refilled the cup because it's 2025 and you can't just get free refills anymore. But other than that, I am a perfectly legal paying customer. But that's payback for them not having any electricity for me to use.
You can't get free refills at a McDonald's?
Can you go to the counter?
The soda machines aren't even there anymore. In this McDonald's, total side tangent, in Nashville, we're in Opryland. Like, the Grand Ole Opry is right there. It's like a tourist area because it's, again, to remind the viewers, I work for an AV company. I travel frequently for work. They put us up in these fancy hotels because it's corporate retreat gigs. So we're at Opryland. This McDonald's is dressed up like it was themed because it's Nashville, Music City. And there's like a broadcast tower on the roof. And it was supposed to be like, oh, this is dressed up like a radio station. And there's still some remnants of that. But I was looking at like the history on Google Maps. 2 years ago, they completely gutted it and made it look like every other McDonald's in the country. That's just a gray box. So it's super lame. And I'm assuming part of that process was taking out the soda fountain. So now you have to go to the counter if you want to refill, and then they'll make you pay for it.
See, I don't experience that because I forget that I live in a spaghetti western. Like, right. It's just a road with a fake facade of a building on either side. So, like, McDonald's here, we still got them. So that was a revelation for me.
So
yeah, my life is a Universal Studios tour.
So I have to leave the McDonald's and I go back to the hotel. And remember, the plan is I'm going to upload from the YouTube app on my phone so that it uses my data plan. I have an unlimited data plan, which is great. But my phone is dying. And remember, the SSD is plugged into my phone because that's what the videos are on. So I can't use the charging port. So luckily, the hotel had a little like wireless charging doodad. So I propped my phone up against that while keeping the SSD plugged in to start uploading. I also found out the YouTube app on mobile is not the way I remember it, not the way I expected it. When you click the plus button, all it does is take you to a page where you can record a YouTube short because they're trying to be TikTok.
Oh, you have to go to the little photo icon in the bottom right-hand corner, don't you?
Couldn't figure that out. What I did was navigate to the video within the Android file explorer, which is garbage, and then click on the three dots on the video file, go to share, and then scroll down until YouTube popped up and share to there. And then it brought me to the screen to upload a video like I was expecting.
Yeah.
Hey, did you, by chance, when you did that, look at the bottom of your screen?
What are we looking at?
Well, when you go to upload a YouTube video from the YouTube app, there's just a scroll bar on the bottom, and it starts out on short, and you just scroll to the left, and then it's upload a video.
Couldn't figure that out. I was in a critical moment. I apologize for the error of my ways, but we come up with solutions. I do this for a living.
Android.
So
I use the app a lot is the reason I know that.
That's why you handle the uploads.
Yeah, I guess we should probably explain like our roles here. That you do all the editing by choice.
I like that you specify by choice.
And I do all the uploading and descriptions, and that's why there's probably errors in grammar because I don't proofread anything.
And I'm the eye candy.
Yeah.
And Andy likes to just hit the exclamation point thing on all of our group text.
Yeah, double exclamation point because he's a really excited guy.
I do that.
Okay, continue on before I drag this story out any longer.
So it becomes apparent pretty quickly that this isn't uploading very fast at all. And I think even on just mobile data, it's kind of a dead zone for T-Mobile at the Gaylord Opryland. And it's going real slow. And then I go to check on it after a few minutes, and I pick up my phone, and it is piping hot. Probably from sitting up against this wireless charging pad that's delivering a negligible amount of power because it's still draining. And it is just tanking, trying to get this video out into the air. So to resolve this, I opened up the mini fridge, stuck my phone and the entire assembly in there until the back portion of the fridge started melting the frost, and that was dripping onto my phone. So I had to take that out of there pretty quick. And then I thought, there's no way that on 5G with full bars this is happening. And I canceled the upload, did a speed test real quick, found that the upload speed is 10% of what the download speed I was getting. So I then pivoted to going back to my laptop. It's past 10 p.m. at this point, and I'm texting with Quentin, and I'm like, hey, when did you want to launch? And Quentin said 6 a.m. And I was like, you got it, boss. So we're on a crunch.
Said no.
I'm like,
I have to lock in 6 a.m.
I was like, I was going to set them to upload overnight, and I thought we'd have time to do descriptions in the morning and whatever. And I'm like, hey, Quentin never sleeps anyway, so you can handle this because I have call time at 6 a.m. anyway. But so I gave up on all that and decided to go back to my laptop and just hope and pray that hotel Wi-Fi would be better at 10 o'clock at night. And I went and looked and scanned the networks, and there was one that wasn't there before because at the Gaylord Opryland, there's 15 different networks that probably all serve from the same ISP. Yeah. So there's Gaylord Guest, Gaylord Resort, Gaylord Conference, and now all of a sudden there's this one that just says BNAGO_guest room that's open. And I was like, this looks like Virus Central. But I clicked it anyway, because what else am I going to do? And that seemed to be working a little bit better. So I just uploaded the videos that way, and they took 20 minutes each. Remember, there's 4 videos. And we got it done. And then Quentin had to stay up and figure out like RSS feed and everything at probably midnight.
It was like 12:31 by the time I finished all that. Yeah. I was making faces, kind of giggling over here for a minute. It wasn't because you were saying Gaylord. It was because I accidentally closed Discord, and I was like, I broke everything. No. I was trying to close the picture, accidentally closed out all of Discord, but I got it. The picture of the phone in the fridge with the like USB dangling down is really getting me. Mm-hmm. That is art.
And you can see the Diet Pepsi in the door too. Yeah.
That was framing.
Yep. Now, none of this would have happened if I had just been like 3 days ahead and had the edits finished, and I could have uploaded from home with a fiber internet connection. I even exported the videos as H.265 to like be as space efficient as possible. Yeah. But in the end, it took me about 4 hours to push 15 gigabytes worth of data. And that's why before we started the show, I was kind of like, because I just finished editing episode 3 to peel back the curtain as we record episode 6. And we're 3 days before that has to be uploaded. And Quentin's like, we're really ahead of schedule. And I'm like, actually, I'd like to be at least 2 episodes in the hole at all times based on this experience.
Missing it. I'm constantly like, I'm going to upload this tomorrow. And I'm like halfway through the edit and then up till like 3 a.m. pumping it out. The schedule does not exist for me.
So that's how the launch went, at least for me and partially for Quentin. Andy, how was your 9/11?
It was rad. I got my favorite podcast released 4 episodes. That was awesome, you know? Like that's what I was looking forward to. I had no idea this happened. I appreciate the dedication to the craft, though. Good work,
I'll peel
boys.
Back
Good work.
Even more curtain. Whenever business stuff like this is happening, and Andy's getting his beauty rest, me and Quentin call it Ding Dong After Dark, and that's just when the 2 of us are working on something without Andy.
I got a life.
I love what Andy brings. Andy is the most important member of this podcast.
I agree. Shut up.
He plays such a special role in this of us constantly we're way too into making sure everything is perfect. and like running bits too long, and Andy's just our dad reeling everything.
Listen, I've lived that life, and I like what I like.
He's like, I don't have time to do any of the business side of this. I just show up, drop some dingers,
I'll
and
happily contribute more, but y'all are like pros, so like, you know, like what am I gonna do?
The funny thing is, like, Andy, for your real daytime job, is the closest out of any of us to being like basically a social media manager. So I wouldn't expect you to dedicate that much more time to it in your off hours.
It really is like I'm clocked out. Like,
yeah.
Oh, I gotta critically think. Oh,
we end the recording and Andy's like, I'm out.
I like a sleep. I don't know why you don't.
And you're a busy guy. This is not to discount Andy in any way. Your job keeps you busy.
we have to dogpile on him for the show, and then afterwards, understand his role here.
Stay on the ground.
But even though we didn't get this last week, that also helps because then we get to say what happened with episode 2 when you sent it to me, and I uploaded everything. I put all the descriptions in and put it on the RSS feed and scheduled it. And then I was walking to the bathroom at 12:30 at night. And I was like, I haven't listened to these. And I hit play and I was like, oh, only Ryan's audio is live on these. The other two, there is nothing coming out of it. It's just mouths moving. Audio channels are muted. So I text him and I was like, if it doesn't go up, it doesn't go up. And then I went to bed and I didn't know what he did. And then I woke up in the morning to a text of a new render of it. What did you get up in the middle of the night and re-render those?
I did.
Get up is the first lie of that sentence. He was already awake. He didn't go to sleep.
I was in bed and I got up. I don't remember the circumstances, but I recall it not being that big of a deal for me to get up and go re-render it. But I did stay up for another hour, just letting that basically render in real time. And to be clear, for the audience's awareness, I am a professional video editor. Me and Andy went to film school together. Like, we kind of know what we're doing with this stuff. I have no idea what happened during that export because all I did was pull up the Premiere project again and re-exported it. No change in settings. There wasn't like a track muted. I've gone through this many times before. I've messed up. Don't know what happened on that initial export. It was just the intro bit just had every track muted except for mine. And that wasn't the case when I opened up the project. So I just re-exported and re-uploaded.
Yeah, Premiere's always on that bullshit.
I gotta say, I've never seen anything like that before. It's always been my fault, but this time it wasn't.
I'm putting Ryan through the paces in editing because I keep talking over everybody. That one is entirely my fault because when you sent it, I should have checked and made sure everything was good. And I just put in the descriptions and was just going along like everything was okay and then checked it later.
Right. Well, remember when I said I'm a professional video editor? That means I don't proof anything. So it's good that you were here to do that.
Like me when I type things.
That's why this show only works with all three of us.
Well, I'm glad that I have the function that I have because you guys have a lot more responsibility and actual follow through, and I'm okay. I'll show up for recordings. I'll definitely do that, but it's going to take me some time if I have to edit after hours because it's so draining to me. Like sometimes now, I don't know. You ever go through waves of talent and skill, and you're like, yes, I can still do this. The motivation's not there. There it is for this show. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying.
Andy hates doing the show with us. I like doing the editing. I just need a couple free hours to do it is all. That's the only tricky part. I'm so nervous about actually pushing it and doing the publishing and trying to figure out RSS stuff. And Quentin's like the YouTube wizard. So that's just how we split it all up.
He's got the most subscribers out of all of us. So let that be known.
I spend a lot of time playing with those apps and looking at numbers and crying.
Not usually related, but not
entirely related. Andy, I think you had something because I feel like we're done with that, and I think you said you had something.
Well, a funny thing happened over the weekend. Just about every year, Ryan and I will attend a Riot Fest here in Chicago, Illinois. And for those that don't know, that's a punk music festival. A lot of, but it's not exclusive. We had the Beach Boys this year. That was great. You know, there was a lot of cool bands. And to get there,
he's really selling it.
We can take a train there. And then you take the train, and then you got to go to Douglas Park. That's like 1.5 miles. You don't want to walk that. You want to take a Lime scooter. It's the city. There's bike lanes. That's what you want to do. Well, on the way there, on the first day we went, my dumbass tried to do a little hand motion, I know, to say that I was slowing down, and I busted my shit. It's just a little Band-Aid, but I am getting a little concerned because, like, it's like kind of black, but kind of not. I don't know. It's looking real gross. So that should have been, hey, look out. Be careful. That was what?
You fell down trying to do safety precautions.
It's a two-handed operation. I tried to go like
signaling.
Yeah, I'm trying to do proper hand signals. There's traffic, you know? So I'm trying to be like Mr. Responsible Citizen. And then, yeah, you know? And Ryan had the best view. He's reliving it now. I can see it in his brain because it was in slow motion. I tried to prevent any pain.
This is what I love so much about Andy, is that was a very vague description of what happened when as soon as he said I did a hand motion, I started losing it because what does that mean?
You don't do hand motions?
Sergeant Andy's at it again.
So we were traveling together. Andy's in front of me. I'm behind him. And he made I think he did it to look cool, like the Terminator, because he's got his sunglasses on, and then he like cocks his head back and puts his fist up to signal that he's slowing down. And then I'm imagining that Andy must have had a bicycle when he was a child that had really touchy brakes, because I think it was at that moment that he pinched the brakes and completely fell forward. You didn't brake at all?
Well, I did, but it was just stupidity. I lost my balance because the thing instantly, I didn't have two hands on the wheel, you know? Like I
didn't see anything topple left or right. I saw the Lime scooter come to a complete stop instantly, and Andy continued moving.
I honestly probably squeezed harder as a reaction, thinking, yeah, my brain does stupid stuff. Yeah. So that was on the way there. And then on the way back on the second night, so we bookended this with two things. The first one was minor injury, whatever, I'll get over it. I went to first aid, yada, yada. We were coming back. It's dark. It's like 11 at night. We saw a guy get hit by a car.
Oh, yeah.
It was like actually messed up. Like, I'm not trying to laugh about it, but it was like, this is a quick aside we'll cut out because I don't want to get doxxed, but it was also no, so we're driving through and we're at a stoplight. Everyone stopped. It's at night. Ain't no biggie. We have a biker behind Ryan and I, Lime scooters, regular bike.
Cyclist.
You would assume the bicyclist, that guy in the back is the one that's getting hit. No, some other guy over here, diagonal of us. And it's I don't know how. I don't know if he was just coming through the intersection and thought he could beat the light, but it was like loud. And I'm like, what the? Like, yeah, because we go through. I don't know.
The way it happened, no, he's fine. The way it happened, it kind of like the guy who got hit seemed like it wasn't the first time this has happened to him, because it was like it was pretty routine, you know. Like if that happened to me, there would be some expletives, and it was just like it seemed like the driver and also the person getting hit, this wasn't their first time.
Yeah.
You get up and he's like, get him with the Midwestern. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, he just kind of like, he stood up and kind of dusted off and was like already reaching for like his credentials and whatever. Like, I don't know what you do in that situation. Yeah, like, I'm not really sure. And he was like right by a busy overpass. I think as it happened, we were actively discussing how like dangerous it is to ride Lime scooters in the city of Chicago. Like, oh man, isn't this crazy? Boom.
It was loud because it was a quiet night. You know, a lot of the rowdiness, we were separate. Like Ryan said, we were about to go over an overpass.
Pause. It was a quiet night.
I have to paint the scene.
We were at Riot Fest.
Yeah, and we were a mile away from there.
Literal fireworks happening in the neighborhood.
Come. In case you didn't get that, I just said the word come.
There's like pedicabs blasted everywhere. It was anything but quiet.
I thought it was quiet. I heard that slam hard, and I felt like I was away from it, you know? So
It sounded visceral.
one for us, one for them. So stay frosty, my friends. 'Tis the season.
It is the season because I'm like positive I hit a bald eagle with my car today.
You committed a national tragedy?
Well, I was driving and then
a crime.
I was driving home, bumping the Millionaires and just sipping on my
Is that a music
Zero.
group?
Oh, you don't know the Millionaires?
I'm not familiar.
You'll love them. Just give them a listen when you're done here.
Okay.
The classic songs, Take Your Shirt Off and Alcohol and what's that other one? Just Got Paid, Let's Get Laid. You know, those classic hits. They were a Warped Tour band.
Okay, yeah, so I was going to say, this kind of sounds like you're describing Hollywood Undead or something.
Yeah, it's giving The Offspring a little bit. Yeah.
This is peak like 2008 Warped Tour. But I was, just driving home, listening to that, and then here comes something white out of nowhere that covers my entire windshield and then flies over the back of me. And I look back and I couldn't see what it was. And I was like, I think that was an eagle because there are eagles commonly sighted in that area. I see them occasionally when I'm driving to work.
That's intense.
And I was like, I think I hit an eagle, but allegedly that happened, so I don't go to prison. But also, I don't feel like I can go to prison for that because it jumped into my car.
Yeah.
I didn't actively try to hit it.
You got a dash cam?
I don't have a dash cam. I should have got a dash cam.
Hey, today's the
it was
day.
the loudest thing I've ever hit. It was a car before.
It didn't break a windshield?
And I hit a cow once, remember? No. It was so loud, and it was also the scariest thing I ever hit because whatever it was the entire windshield was white, and I was like, oh, I can't see. And then it flew over the back of my car.
You turn into Homer Simpson from the Simpson movie. You're like, come on, get off.
That's impressive because I would have thought hitting a cow on your way to work at Best Buy would have been the worst thing you hit with a car.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was definitely the most devastation and damage, but this was the loudest. Like, it was loud. It made me jump while driving. Yeah, I did one of those.
Now Ryan has to do it, and then we can make a remix out of all of us bopping up and down.
Yeah, to the Millionaires. That's the best part, is that the Millionaires is what's playing in the background. And it's not great that you guys don't know the reference of the Millionaires.
I hit a bird one time driving. It was the tail end of a cross-country road trip from Washington to Illinois. It's about a 38-hour drive. So we did that straight through. I want to say probably right around hour 30, hit a bird. Don't know what kind. Blackbird. It was a blackbird. Could have been a raven. I don't know. And we were so sleep deprived at this point that I just started screaming at the bird. I was so mad that I'm pretty sure I ended its life. I was like, why would you do that? I just started victim blaming the bird.
So, like I said, I live in a spaghetti western. It's pretty common to hit birds here. I've hit like 4 of them this month. I hit birds all the time.
Right. This happened in like Nebraska. I'm sure it's just another Tuesday.
I blew up a pheasant like a month ago. Like, this is just a common occurrence for me.
I feel like I shouldn't even tell the story, but we get we get all the way home, and my friend is like, he like works with birds. Like he's in the biology.
So you
field.
Took out his friend?
No, yeah, right. And so, but even he was like, it's fine, man. Like, chill out. I just lost it at this bird, and because I felt bad, And we get all the way home.
I felt empathy.
We get all the way home. I drop him off at his place, and then I go back to my place, and I fill up the car with gas before I need to return it. And I take a peek around to the front end of the car, and there's some feathers sticking out from like the grill, and I go to pull them out. Whole bird carcass comes right out of there. It was just riding with us for at least 500 miles. And I threw it in the trash at the gas station because I don't know what you're supposed to do with a dead bird. Call animal control. The crime happened to cross state lines, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, just want to clear the air about that. I'm very sorry for that bird. I haven't spoken about it since that day.
Reparations for the bird.
Whoa! I need to clarify again. Allegedly hit an eagle.
Yeah, Quentin didn't have to pull a fucking bald eagle out of his car today. Like,
well, I mean, I got to drive back there to go to work tomorrow, so I'll verify. I'll take a picture. We can throw it in the edit if I see it.
I mean, you hit it. I don't know if that means you killed it.
That's fair.
Killed it, bro.
So I have some updates.
Hit me with it.
I'm so glad.
I have an update that it's going to start with a question. If you were to guess the height, weight, and head size of an alien, what do you think it would be?
I mean, do we go the stereotypical little green man route or go against the grain here?
I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay, I'm thinking small. I'm thinking that for what you're about to reveal, I think this person probably envisioned, like, do you remember that scene in Men in Black 2 where Jay goes to that locker and there's all those little guys in there and they got their whole little world and they're like, oh, hail Jay. I'm imagining those guys.
Okay.
I'm actually
real tiny.
I'm imagining the inverse where like a planet like 5 times our size creates species 5 times our size, but it's normal to them, right? So they just get here and then they're like standing in the atmosphere or something, you know? So I'm going to say like a mile. They're that tall. Okay. Yeah, they're like miles high.
War of the Worlds style.
Yeah. But I am a fan of like the squid theory of like, you know, an alien's probably a squid with like multiple like tentacles or, you know, phalanges or something, you know?
Yeah. So you said, Did you ask specifically about the weight of the head?
No, the height, the weight, and the size of the head.
Size of the head
compared to a human head.
Yeah, going with Andy's squid theory, I think I think the head is about 60% of the entire body mass.
Okay.
See, are we counting the head just because they're not saying they have to be bipods or human-like in presentation? So I'm just assuming the head could be like, you know, in the groin for them, or, you know, like it could be anywhere. So I'm going to say, to be against the grain, it's the smallest part of that species. The most effective, but still the smallest.
Oh, the head is the smallest part of the body.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
He's Price is writing me right now.
Yeah.
So the update goes back to a previous Zero episode where we found newfork.com.
Newfork.org.
The alien... newfork.org.
National
the alien
UFO Reporting
website.
Center, as mentioned, as discovered in episode 0.2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We got him.
There's a lot of movement on the baby monitor. He seems to be going back out.
The ding dong timeout.
That's what this was. You'll catch this in the edit.
Okay.
It looks weird that I'm doing
I thought you were setting up for a big reveal. I didn't know that was genuinely like stop the show.
Would you like me to? I can set up for a big reveal.
We got a lot of activity on the alien forums.
Like this is stop the show. This is drum roll, please.
Okay. Sorry.
Turn on your headlights.
I do have an update. The update is that on newfork.org, there is an audio recording section where people call in their sightings.
I didn't know that.
It is through, there is a second newfork.org that is the older version of the website that you can go to and find all of these audio recordings and listen to them. Fun fact, newfork.org, founded by a man named Robert Gribble, and I like that his last name is Gribble.
Yeah.
Kind of goes into the whole King of the Hill conspiracy thing. That's just a background fact that I liked. So I have a recording for you guys from December 12th of 1987.
No way.
From Climax Springs, Missouri. Couldn't have a more interesting location for this to be. But in this recording, this man describes the aliens he sees. I'm going to pull this up here.
we did see a figure leave the craft. Approximately 4.5 to 5 feet tall.
Damn it.
Approximately 75 to 80 pounds. Very skinny, with long arms, and 3 times what I would call a normal head. It was about 3 times. I don't know whether it was a helmet or what. But we did see a figure leave the craft, and we never saw the figure return. That was August the 1st.
Did you see that object take off and leave?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
it went straight up.
Did this kind of correspond with radar time?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Almost identical.
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't sitting there watching my
I think the millionaires need to sample that recording in a song.
Yeah.
So they went. It's a very classic description. If you had told me this recording was from 1987, I might have adjusted my prediction because I think this guy just watched Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah. While on shrooms and forgot.
Yeah.
My favorite part of this phone call is that he goes, I don't know if it was a helmet or what.
Or what?
First off, was the alien wearing a helmet? Was it a normal short man with a big helmet? Or was it an alien? And why did he say it like Hank Hill?
Does anybody want to guess the population of Climax Springs, Missouri? Because I got it pulled up here.
6,900.
Based off of this phone call, I'm going to say it can't be over 200.
Oh, wow. Okay. Your backlot knowledge comes in handy.
They live where I live.
The population in 2020 was 118.
No way.
It is out there, man. It's
based off of the way that man said what?
Yeah.
I don't know if they even have cars where he's from.
Right. It's
Like-
it's 80 miles from Springfield, Missouri, and much further from St. Louis and Kansas City and anything else by the looks of it. But as I zoom
They take
in,
the horse and buggy everywhere.
yeah. As as I zoom in on Google Maps here, I do see just a little down the way, just across the river from Climax Springs, there's a restaurant on the pier of the river called Big Dick's Halfway Inn.
That can't be right.
Yeah, it is.
That can't be right.
You think it's a typo?
It has to be.
That is honestly the funniest real business I've ever heard of. Like,
Yeah. Big Dick's Halfway Inn.
not all the way.
What is the goal we put this show at, that we get this many viewers and we'll go there? We'll go stay a night at the inn.
I'm on my way right
69
now.
followers. That's all we need.
Boys,
That is
their
way too
their
low.
website. It's a little more on the nose than you'd expect.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I thought they were just like, ha ha ha. Show
Can
it.
I share my screen here?
Oh, why is it all red? Why do they have all the red text at the top?
Yeah, big red text, and that's not the only big. I don't think we can even show this.
Oh, no, I don't think so. If
I never-
I were to
yeah.
describe it for the audio listeners, it kind of looks like Joe Camel, the cigarette mascot. But his nose is really long, and he also has large breasts
But they're balls.
That's not.
that are tucked into his swim trunks.
Yeah, it does look like Joe Camel, but it's not a camel, and I think that's all we should say.
Not even a camel toe.
Right behind him, kind of looks like Baby Shark.
Oh, they have burgers.
Oh yeah, they got burgers, pizzas, and salads, and Big Dick's swag shops.
So it said Lake of the Ozarks. This must be like the only adult-centric bar in the area or something, you know? Like,
Proud to be part of the American dream, right there on the bottom.
oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So that could be the first ding dong field trip.
Oh man, no, it's a kid-friendly place. They got Little Dick's meals.
Oh, hold on. Okay, if you go a little ways down this same river, there's another bar and grill called Dock Knockers.
Oh, good.
That's not quite as fun, but it's out there.
They really took the whole Climax, Missouri thing to its
Yeah.
I think this is a kinky part of the state. There's something wring.
No, that's it. Have you seen Netflix's Ozark? It kind of paints that picture a bit, where it's just like people are weird here. Like things go down.
Here's the local businesses. We got Climax Grocery, Come On In Cafe. And that's about it.
Okay.
There's a park.
I'm like, what's the bank called?
Oh yeah, no, hold on. There's a bank. It's called Great Southern Bank.
Yeah, they have to be serious.
Yeah, right down the street from Climax Springs First Baptist Church. And that's town. Oh, there's also Country Motors.
Spelled.
They have a library.
Oh, in a town of 100?
Oh, it looks like they have maybe 5 books in there. That's a very small building. The photos,
one for each person that lives there.
They have a library. It's one of those free libraries that you see on the side of the road.
Yeah. The photos look like, hold on, I gotta share my screen again. I love that there's like timestamps in the photos that somebody took on their like Canon Power Shot from 2010.
Yeah, that's impressive that it has 2022 on there. So they're like, we're still using it.
I was like, that can't be right.
Yeah, it
says 2022. That's wrong.
It's either a vintage camera or like a dash cam.
No, that's a modern enough forward back there. I think they just use old tech.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Google Maps has been here? Oh, wow. This is the town.
That's Climax Springs?
Yeah. Oh, here's Country Motors right here. I think we have to go to Climax Springs. Google's been there as recently as 2023.
I'll add in my homework to track down that video that I've been sitting on for over a month and find out if they say the approximate location of where it was seen.
Okay. We can go to the little friendly store in Climax Springs, Missouri.
All right, but one of us is staying in the car in case we need to escape. Fisherman.
No, don't. The little friendly Climax Market?
Yeah, come on. We're all in. The little friendly Climax Market, and then they blurred out the last sign here. That could say anything.
What is this
It says deli meats. Why did they blur that?
Oh, maybe they changed it.
Google Maps is so weird for that.
All right. Well, that's enough of Climax Springs.
Huh.
I think we've milked Climax Springs dry.
Well, don't worry. I can go into something else that we've milked dry.
Oh boy. Do you have any more updates?
No, but at the end of the last episode, I just threw out 2 little anecdotes of things I could talk about in this one. And one of them was TJ Maxx related, and the other one was 9/11 related, which we have milked to maximum possible ability. So we'll go into that one. The way I learned about 9/11. Do you guys
was it at TJ Maxx?
You remember?
No, that's a separate story. I mean, I can tell you about the TJ Maxx story if you want.
Well, it's still September. You might as well.
Okay. So I have a very vivid memory of my mom sitting me down in her bedroom, putting in a tape that I thought was VeggieTales. And instead, it was a videotape of a bunch of like kindergarten children talking about the horrors of 9/11 and explaining what happened. I have searched the internet far and wide for this tape. I don't know what it is. I asked her one time and she said that never happened. And I was like, I remember this so vividly. You can't lie your way out of this one. This is the craziest way to teach a kid about 9/11.
You were about to watch a VeggieTales?
I thought so. That's what I thought she was putting in. We're talking like 6 years old here.
It didn't like switch over or anything at any point. It's not like you watch. I'm just trying to think. I'm like, maybe they put a PSA in front of VeggieTales at some point or something, you know?
That is the hazy memory I have, is that, was it like tacked onto a VHS and she didn't know what happened? Because I never saw it again.
You know, I don't like, and I'm not pro AI, but this is a question for ChatGPT. Like, yeah.
It was in like a school classroom. They were sitting in a circle. There's a little boy in a striped shirt. There's an orange striped shirt.
Get on ChatGPT right now. We're going to find it.
That's the information I have. But that's how I learned about a national disaster.
That's impressive. Like, the closest thing I've got is like maybe seeing footage from like a newscast, but it's all so fuzzy and hazy. I don't remember one distinct point. Wow. How like, okay, were the kids like one-on-one interviews? Was it a group? Like, were they going to AA meetings basically? Like, what was
That's perfect. The way I remember it is it's like a kindergarten classroom kind of thing. And there's all these kids sitting around in like foldable chairs, just kind of talking about 9/11. Like it would like go to each one's like perspective about 9/11.
This might have been bootlegged. This could have been part of your spaghetti Western local community, like tape trading. If it's just some kids in a circle, like an AA meeting, like this could be anything.
There's some things like when you're a kid, you're like, that could have happened, but I probably just had a wrong perspective. I know for a fact this happened.
Yeah.
Because while it was happening, I was like, what is going on? What is 9/11?
But like, these types of videos exist and they show them in schools. Yeah. I was reminded of the fact that these kinds of videos exist because I wanted to watch the hit Fox sitcom Grounded for Life. And I decided to go to my local library to get a DVD copy of it. And I went on the Illinois Library Network, whatever, because you can like get stuff from other libraries if yours doesn't have it. And I reserved a copy of Grounded for Life on DVD, and it came in, and I popped it in my DVD player, and it was like a 1988 video of teens in school talking about how bad it would be to be pregnant as a high schooler. It was like an informational video on being grounded for life, because that's what the term means, is having kids when you're just a kid yourself. It was not the hit sitcom from the makers of That 70s Show. It was just one of those videos, and I was like, oh yeah, these exist.
Dang.
I unironically love Grounded for Life.
Dude, seasons 1 and 2,
the whole
great
series
show.
in college.
And then it got canceled, and they brought it back, and it was terrible.
I watched all of it. I love how the last season, one of the kids leave, and they're just like, he's in his room for an entire season. Even like at the end for like the graduation or whatever, or whatever their big like ending thing is. And they're like, where's this kid at? And they're like, oh, he's up in his room. Like
they just got so lazy with
the last season, and they didn't have any good explanation.
It is a great show. Also, in terms of learning about how 9/11 happened, I was at my grandpa's house recently. He's 86, and I was rummaging around in his closet, and I pulled out this iconic VHS tape, which is a documentary from Nova entitled Why the Towers Fell. And I can't imagine a more clickbait title. We're like, man, that's the straight facts, you know?
Did you take it?
Yeah, is it in our home?
No, I should have. Maybe I'll grab it next time I'm over there. But it wasn't the only one either. He had a couple like Warren Report 9/11 type videotapes, but this was the real standout.
That was like the last big thing. He kept it. He doesn't even know how to use like a DVD player. That's what I'm surprised by.
Like he might notice that one of his tapes is missing, but he doesn't know how to operate a VCR.
That could be a piece of content for us that we go in and watch that together.
I think we should watch it. By your own admission, we've already milked the joke of 9/11 into the ground.
You can't. I mean, we've got a whole other tower to take down. We're gonna get that joke.
We're gonna get put on a watch list. The show's gonna get canceled.
If that was gonna happen, that would have happened when I put up a promo that said "hijacking your earbuds." So. Now that joke is milked, I guess I'll go into the TJ Maxx situation.
Do you want to, or do you want to save it for another week? We're getting up on time.
Why not? We'll just stretch this one to the end.
Let's go.
I'll get to you mentioned I think it was the first actual episode where you told a Code Brown story. This is a Code Brown story, and Andy's loving it. He loves those. See, now I'm not a public. We'll just for Andy's ears, we'll refer to them like specifically as Code Browns. I'm not a public Code Brown man. I guess
like
Code Yellow.
pro or con?
Code Yellow guy.
Yeah,
like I don't mind in public, but Code Brown is not my thing. But unfortunately, sometimes the world has different plans for you.
Mm-hmm.
So the one time it's ever happened to me where I was like, I can't go home. I've got to do this. I was out shopping, and TJ Maxx was the closest option. And I was like, I hope they have a bathroom. Because you never know. When you're in like a strip mall,
They don't know
like,
what's coming.
This is a gamble. You're like, this is a gamble of whether these places have a bathroom or not. And if they do, if they'll like stab you for trying to use it.
Right. I know exactly what you mean. And the thing is, like, once you find out they do have a bathroom, your butthole gets wind of that, but then you still have to like ask an employee if you can use it. But your body is like, we're using it.
Yeah, so the TJ Maxx happened to have one because I don't think either stores on the other side did. So I went in there, and it is one of those bathrooms that drive me nuts. When you walk into it and it's like a urinal and a stall, but there's no lock. Like you're like, this could be a 2-person, but it's definitely a 1-person that just has an extra option, but there's no lock. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, I guess this is the only option. It's this or no pants. So I went into the TJ Maxx bathroom and I sat down.
You're in the perfect place to get new pants, though.
Good point. And I pulled the little lock thing over that never really works. And, I'm sitting there, as you do, because you don't do it while standing. And I hear the door open, and I was like, oh, no, somebody's in here. I got to just, like, clench and wait. And then I hear, like, little footsteps puttering around. And then about a 7-year-old boy looks under the door. Like, he crawls under there, and he stares at me. And it feels like 12 straight minutes. He's just staring at me.
You're on full display.
He doesn't see me and he's like, oh, someone's there. He just looks and doesn't say a word. And I didn't know what to do, so I waved at him. And then eventually he just left. And that was it.
See, that's how I know you're a good dad, because I would have just instantly started like barking at him, being like, get out of here!
My first thought, exactly.
I didn't know what to do. I was already like, I was in a scary situation as is, doing something I've never done before. In an unfamiliar store, because I've never bought anything from a TJ Maxx. Yeah. This is my only association with TJ Maxx. I'm never going back there.
Now, that did it for you.
In your defense, if you're talking about the TJ Maxx I think you're talking about, the gray clips next door makes you get a haircut before you can get their bathroom access. So you made the right choice. You got into a safe area.
You can't even delay it. Like, I promise I'll get a haircut if I can blow up your bathroom real quick.
I don't know. I just remember them giving me hassle one time, and I was like, well, I don't need a haircut.
And then you were like, I guess I'll go to TJ Maxx. Get stared at by a child.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword of this great nation. Because I've been to Europe. I don't know, I keep bragging about how much I travel, but I did a study abroad program in Germany, which is in Europe. And so the thing there is they don't have public restrooms, really. Like, a lot of places have bathrooms, like restaurants or whatever. You can walk into a restaurant and be like, hey, you got a bathroom? And they'll be like, yeah, it's €2 and you have to pay to use the bathroom. But it's like, I'll take that as long as there's a guaranteed. And I'm like, I did that one time. I had to pee real bad. And I walked into a restaurant and I was like, toilet, €2, plop them down. And I go in there and I pee and I'm washing my hands. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my money's worth. And I pooped in there. Is Quentin stopping the show?
I've got baby monitor activity again.
You looked really excited about it. It was like twinkle hands going up.
He put down €2. That's the kid peeking under the stall at you.
For a second, I thought that's what your child was doing, and you were mimicking it.
He just starts doing this at you.
He came in at a sideways angle and did one of these,
and then he spit on you.
Know if I could get into that position, because his feet were flat on the floor, but his head was under a stall, and I don't know how you get down that low. So my promise is fulfilled. You guys got anything else, or is that a ding dong?
I mean, I have plenty more Code Brown stories I could talk about, but I'll save them for next time.
I'm just glad this story didn't end with the 7-year-old child shat itself because you were in the stall. Yeah, so it's like you had to wait for them to clean up so that you could leave. And yeah,
I never saw him again, so could have been. And that's a ding dong. I'm gonna end the recording now because I'm about to whiz my pants.
Yeah, all right, okay, all right. Go have a code yellow.
Off you go,
and we'll see you next week on Don't Be a Ding Dong.